matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken very short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 28-yard line. Mike, 380! 53, Mike. You remember me? Push left. Check three. 40.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Zebra. Quick dance. Come. Underthrow. Hey, 0. Check the good.
Now Joe Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
36 power.
Here we go. Check.
Alert.
Throwing again. Wilson. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Kill.
Left pass.
Rush in.
Bang.
Throwing again here. Wilson pushing through the contact. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller. In there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Break. 54. Hey, echo. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. 54. Mike 54. Leo. 54. Come on. The ball. Let's go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Dorsett, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, easy. Touch.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch 19. Watch out. Spine.
On the toss, Mixon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I only brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check. 53's mine. Check. Go 14. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. Check.
Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
12. Switch.
They run for it with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down, Steelers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. Lock now on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ronald Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Texans nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. 14, find it. Check 9. 49. Where? Check 24. One left. Check's empty.
On first down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They toss to Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, being chased out left. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
60 or 54. I got him.
Block off of play action. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Clock now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brooks Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Wilson throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Check. Switch 13. Check 13.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Dorsett on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Check. Wk.15. Any weapons? Scott defense. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ronald Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get wide. Friday. Spot that. 14.
Now it's Wilson. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And